Happy photo shoot day. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Can I make that a thing?
No. Focus on pictures of your cat, May.
Ah! Pretend like you guys didn't hear that. We will discuss more about that in this coming week's VIP show. Okay, so we're headed out for a photo shoot that gets posted tomorrow. It is Friday evening right now. I hate cutting it this close. But
What could
it's
go
happening.
wrong cutting it this close?
What could go wrong?
Why is there a sign with a school bus with like a bomb blowing up off it or something? Did you see that?
No?
We gotta check that out on the way back. I think it's like the light or something, but it looks like it's like don't shoot fireworks at the school bus here.
Good plan. So, we're headed out to the forest. This is a location that we have shot at before. I did a photo shoot where, I don't even remember what it was called, but I'll find it and I'll post a photo for you right now. We had real dynamic skies and it was raining on and off, and
Ta-da!
it's happening again. The skies out that way are not that bad. The skies everywhere else are quite gray and cloudy. They look mushy. So
Why not get the D500 wet in the first week of ownership?
why not? Yeah, so D500 70 to 200 f2.8 lens. I'm testing out the D500 right now, so kind of gotta use it, and I want to use it. I've been playing around with it this week, and I've enjoyed my experience with it so far. I've been using it with the 55 to 200 DX variable aperture lens, f4 to f5.6, and yeah, I've really been enjoying it. It's such a light setup.
Now, what are you shooting with next week?
I don't know what I'm shooting with next week yet. I think it's still going to have to be the D500.
I think
but I
that's
think I'm going to
obligatory.
switch it up and put the 17 to 55 f2.8 on it
The
because
classic.
yeah, because I am going to do some review stuff, like going to the science center, stuff like that.
You know,
In
I
fact,
really
tomorrow,
think
I'm going
that you're
somewhere.
smart not to rush this review out. Like the day the camera arrived, there was already reviews out. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, so they've actually put it through the paces.
Well,
I think
you know.
that it's like usage priority instead of date priority.
Yeah, it's cool because it probably makes those reviewers a lot of money. And I probably
Yes, the riches of
Should
YouTube
have.
views.
Yeah, well, hey, that helps. Having views
It
is
does.
helpful for a lot of reasons. But I just couldn't do that. I just
No, that's not you.
I couldn't do it.
That's not you.
I would feel dishonest doing it if I didn't use it for at least a week
It would be.
before
It would be
before
dishonest.
posting something.
Wow, it's like winter here.
Christ,
Oh my gosh, we're getting a whole different kind of picture.
you guys don't even like
This is crazy.
look.
Cold disaster of those trees.
Here's that. There's that way. It's looking rough. It's looking rough. It's looking real rough.
I think we need to bag this shit.
43 degrees out. But this is my last Action April shoot. That is...
There's going to
I
be a
have
lot
to
of.
post one.
It's going to be wet and wild action.
I think it's going to have to be. You might have to shoot from the car. And I'm just going to have to run by real fast. I'm not
just
kidding.
get out here.
I'm not kidding. We might have to seriously pull over. Well, we're going to be going down, I think it's a dirt road to get to this area. We're going to go
You know what?
on the Arizona Trail.
There is some forest road there. Now
Yeah.
it's muddy, but I know that it's muddy. I might actually be able to do this photo shoot from the car.
I was not kidding.
This is hilarious. I forgot about the forest roads up there.
Yeah, well, because when you pull in, there's almost a little parking area where where the Arizona Trail
Did I miss Marshall Lake?
goes. No, not yet.
Okay.
We're getting to the Lake Mary area. And then
Mary,
this is Lower Lake Mary.
Mary.
Here, ready?
Why you bug
Hold on, it's coming. It's coming. Hold on. Lower Lake Mary and then Upper Lake Mary and then Marshall Lake. Except for I think Marshall Lake is in between the two. I don't remember. Here we are, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
there's some water in there.
Lower Lake Mary.
That's unusual.
I should probably
Well, it's
switch
not
this
unusual,
around.
but it's
I think Upper Lake Mary is typically where the... Ooh, there's like... That looks like a bald eagle.
Get the D500. That was an
I just
eagle.
saw a bald eagle.
Yeah, we don't have those in these parts very often.
I don't think I've ever seen one before in real life.
Wow, yeah. That was
Except for
pretty
at like
cool.
the zoo. It was flying. It was beautiful. I even saw its yellow beak.
Did you pick it up on your video? Maybe you'll be able to like enhance it.
I don't know. I doubt it. I got a whole lot of this.
I did.
Because I was very excited.
Its white tail feathers and its white head.
Wowza.
That was pretty exciting.
Somebody, it's probably going to be caught on the video, and then one of the VIPs is going to be like, yeah, that was a pigeon.
Silly VIPs.
Oh, I'm not always right, and that's the truth. Okay.
Did you bring beer? I want some beer.
No, but there's beer back at home base. You can have it. Although I noticed that you left all the stout beers for me. Yes?
I don't know. I just picked.
I haven't had
beer in a long time. It seems
Yeah.
like a beer kind of day.
I don't know. I haven't had anything to drink in a while.
I feel like I should be on a ship with a beer.
Shouldn't you have like a hot toddy or something?
What is that?
I don't really know what a hot toddy is.
I think we should look that up before we publish that.
I
This
did.
video might have
This
just
is a funny story.
turned weird.
No, it's a drink.
Like when I said snowplow at work once, and then I was like, wait a minute, I never said that.
What's funny is my mom and I one time, she said something about hot buttered rum, and I was like, what is that? She's like, I don't know, isn't it a drink? We literally looked it up and went to the store and made them. It's melted butter and sugar and like rum or something, I assume, hot buttered rum. Anyway, it was disgusting. I can see how people would like it though,
How come
people
I
that
didn't
like
get
butter.
a call for that?
This was before I knew you.
Get a little loaded with you and your mom?
This was a long time ago. My mom doesn't even drink anymore.
Your mom's a hot toddy.
My mom is a hot toddy. Anyway, hey. Don't talk about my mom like that.
I don't know what a hot toddy is, so that I could have just called her ugly.
That's true. Okay. Wow, this is a funny video.
Drove off the road. All right.
I guess
Fogging
that's pretty much all I have for right now.
There's some hoop up there. Maybe.
I told you guys why I'm shooting with the D500. I'm shooting with the 70-200 f2.8 lens because I like that lens for sports. It is a popular lens for sports. And also, there was another reason why I wanted to use it, and I had it in my head, and now I don't remember what it was. I think because I got sidetracked, because I don't remember this being the way to get to where we're going.
It would be a good lens for to do that auto focus calibration with.
Yeah. Anyway, the other reason that I was thinking of was because the nice long focal length, I can be running around and your depth of field gets compressed so that everything. Anyway, I chose that lens because I thought it would be good for this shoot.
Yeah. The background scenery is going to be of the right scale
Yeah,
to understand.
yes.
I know what you're saying.
Thank you. Thank you, because my words aren't coming out of my mouth properly right now. I don't know what this area is really going to look like. I knew that there was a little bit of rain in the forecast. I didn't know that it was going to have been raining for 24 hours before we got
There's
here.
a little road right there. We might have a hot toddy of a time here because we're in a little break.
We are a little bit. It's still sprinkling. Okay. We'll let you guys know when we get there.
No,
Okay, change of plans.
I'm going to try a slightly different location.
Slightly different location. it is raining quite a bit, and the area back there it just doesn't even look good at all. So it's too dark. It's too, oh, sorry. This is just in your field of view. It's too dark. There's just nothing over there, which I would just do, except that out this way, you can actually see a little bit of blue sky, sort of, in some of the areas. I don't know. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Raymond in the back of the car. We're gonna back into wherever we are, I think, and I am going to run out in the rain and get wet, and Raymond is going to take pictures from the back of the car. Awesome. So I'm glad that we brought the 70-200, because when you're sitting in the back of the car, you need to be able to get a little bit of a distance to shoot the person that you're...
Marshall Lake would be good, but we just shot there 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's true. Well,
I mean, it looks
I was
the
really
same
looking
as
forward to
down here.
this area, which is kind of sad.
Well, it is nice, and we still might get out there for the review.
Yeah.
But there's some beautiful... Oh wow, look at that. We have like an aerial view of the lake.
I don't even know if you guys can see
there's a
that.
rainbow ahead.
There's a rainbow. Can you see it? I think you guys can see it.
Oh wow.
Double.
2. That one's a lot bigger.
That's exciting. We saw a bald eagle and a double rainbow tonight. Holy shit, people. If I believed in luck or something, I'm sure I would.
What a beautiful little drive we're having here.
This is.
Should have brought
It's
a picnic
nice.
basket.
You guys missed it. Raymond said we should have brought a picnic basket, and then I turned off the filming, and he goes, "And some Quaaludes."
Drugs are not funny. I never said that.
That's hilarious. It's hilarious because I don't do drugs. I've never done drugs, and I'm such a straight arrow. It's not even funny. So that's why it's funny to me. This rainbow is actually quite vibrant.
Should I
Pretty
drive
crazy.
out this little
Oh my
forest
goodness!
road here?
Look. It's like I'm an angel. The sun all of a sudden is shining through, which is
Blah.
weird. I mean, it's beautiful out, but like, can't take pictures with this
Maybe we could just have
situation
you run
right
up this
here.
road here.
You know what? That's a good
Might
idea.
get run over.
Let's run up this road. I was actually thinking running along like Mary
Cars,
Road with
though.
you hanging out. There's no cars right now. Just us.
I do like how there's fog coming up.
There's fog coming up
All
off
right,
the
let's
road.
get a couple pictures here. This is actually
Turn
pretty
around.
nice. No,
Turn
we're
around
good.
so you can get
We're
in the
good
back
right
of-
here. We'll have the grove behind you. We'll have the...
But you can't shoot from the back of the car.
I'm not going to shoot from the back of the car. It's hardly raining right now. All right, it's actually raining a lot.
Just turn around, quick!
Should not be doing this on a road. This is Belmont. Look at that rainbow now.
There's no one coming.
Holy
Holy
cheese
moly.
balls. Oh, there is a little turnoff up here.
Wow.
Holy moly. That's
Hold on.
one of those
Ready?
like extra crisp, high contrast rainbows.
Hold on.
About to drive off a cliff.
Look.
That's one of those ones where it's just like
Wowza.
painted on.
Woo.
I feel like we're about to
Sorry
slide
about
down
the
cliff.
windshield wipers. And then there's its little double right there.
All right, let's
And
get
then there's
this.
the high
Let's
color
get this
one.
shot. Leave your
All right,
people alone.
I gotta get out. Okay, guys, it's working. So far, so good.
That was really cool.
That was cool so far.
I don't say that very much. Usually, I'm much more surly than that.
You don't get excited about much, but
Know thyself.
it's really pretty right now. It is still raining a little bit, a little sprinkly, but you know what? This is why you go out anyway, even when you think it might not work, because all of a sudden we've had a break. We're going to go back up to the original spot. I'm out of breath
The
because I've
weather's
been running
changing by the
for it.
second where we are.
It really is. My nose is freezing. It's all red. My nose matches my shirt.
And we have a good 400, 600 elevation foot difference within like 2 minutes of driving.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to play with a lot of what we have here.
Yeah,
Because I think it still might be gloomy up there, but
that way.
but
Yeah.
the sun will be coming through at a different angle now. So if it gets some illumination under that cloud cover up there, this
look
might be really good.
So it's so exciting when stuff like this happens. Incidentally, I'm hoping for weather kind of like this tomorrow when I go on an adventure. You're gonna come, right?
I don't know. It's awfully, you're talking about awfully early.
Sunrise adventure.
Sunrise so early. We don't change our clocks. We don't spring ahead. Spring ahead, yeah.
Yeah, so sunrise is at 6:30.
No, 5:30. 5:30.
Oh, sunrise is at 5:30.
Yeah, it would be if we sprung ahead.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look over there.
That's just a hilarious shot right there.
This is the real deal. This is how we do it.
This
You
is how we
adapt.
roll.
We gave up. Now we're coming back to the place where we
Where I
gave
can
up.
find a place to go to the bathroom.
There's no bathroom up here.
There will be when I go. I will find a special
Then
place.
Marshall Lake looks nice right now.
Yeah, I don't want to go that way. And it's a dirt road,
Well,
and I'm sure it's going to be super muddy.
If it's crappy up
which is
here, we
annoying.
might have to try Marshall Lake.
Yeah,
We'll do some.
this
But
car
it's-
is really good.
It's looking
in
pretty
the-
nice up here.
in the bad conditions like mud and stuff. So anyway, all right, headed up there. Check in with you again soon.
We're gonna backlight you right there.
Oh yeah. How does it look?
Sunlight.
Let's go. Okay.
We're gonna borrow these trees here.
All right, I gotta go, guys. Okay, so we're shooting. We're moving further back into a little, oh, I just got mud in my shoe, into a little woodsy area that we know is there because we shot here before. So I came up with a third challenge. What was challenge number one? Was it carving out a time, getting this shot and posted in short order. Challenge number two was rain. Challenge number three, it's really cold and my hands are like, I was just doing handstands in the mud and like wet grass and stuff, and my hands are really, really, really cold. So I've been running around, which is keeping the rest of me warm, but my hands always get cold, so in fact, I gotta put my phone away after I show you the little view here. Ooh, pretty. I gotta put my phone away and put my hands in my pockets, get some blood flow through them. Talk to you soon. All right, we're done. Done and headed back to the car. Really turned into a beautiful evening. It's cold.
Doesn't get better than this for spring in northern Arizona. It's going to be cold, but this is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. I mean, I was running around, so I wasn't that cold. But I think, how high did you allow the ISO to creep up to? Or did you
I
need
was
to
checking
use,
some
rather?
other things. I was actually checking to see if we had the highlight clipping activated. I should have spent more time with the camera since I was doing an actual production shoot with it.
That's okay.
I saw as high as ISO 5000.
Yeah.
Because I wanted a certain aperture, I wanted a shutter speed, so we let the camera determine exposure it wanted. With ISO, from there I was using exposure compensation because, like a lot of Nikon cameras from this generation and recent generations, in my view, they tend to overexpose a little bit to make them more pleasing out of the camera image.
Yeah.
Early generations, I found the opposite. I felt like they were very aggressively trying to protect the highlights. You've got more dynamic range now, but I feel like we really weren't bringing out the woodsiness of the woods unless we were 1 to 1.7 stops under. Now, we were in an unusual situation where your face was illuminated and the woods were dark behind you, so spot metering perhaps may have been more appropriate, but for the shots with you in motion, spot metering can be dangerous because I don't want to lock in the exposure, and I was busy fumbling because we were doing portraits and then some action. I was busy fumbling with the new position of the mode button. So
oh, yeah.
I didn't have time to think about, like, do I have it set up to lock exposure or focus or both with
Yeah.
so I kind of stuck to the basics. I used it like I would use a D80 in terms of settings and stuff. We didn't take advantage of any kind of focus tracking, any of the
Continuous autofocus, but not.
yeah, continuous
But in
autofocus, single point.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't doing anything. We weren't shooting like, you know, a football game or something like that where we'd have a lot of moving targets. But
Yeah.
I do want to do more of those things
I'm easy to track. I'm not
on the
that
camera.
fast.
But I don't want to do too much at once, especially with the new camera. I just want to get a, you know, today was about getting a feel for the exposure and what we were going to get at ISO 5000, which looked fine so far. We'll worry about that other stuff later.
Yeah, I have so far found the camera to be quite easy to use. Although, out of the box anyway, the LCD screen seems a bit dark, or it shows your image darker than it actually ends up being on your computer. But all right, back to the car, and I'm starving. It's time for a little bit of a late dinner. Oh wow, check out what's rolling in back there. Beautiful. Okay. It is quite picturesque right now. Hi. Bye.
V1, best camera in the bag.
The V1 is a great camera.
Yeah, look.
Show us all what you got. Wait.
No, it went away. It'll look better on the.
Yeah.
lots of layers of light.
Okay. All right. So I got to get back. I need to eat. And I need to get these photos into Lightroom, and I will check in with you guys then and let you know what I did. And that's all. You'll be seeing the photos down below this video once it gets posted. And let me know what you guys think. And be on the lookout. There's going to be a Raymond says there's some dead animal over there. Anyway, there's going to be the D500 review coming out, I think, in about a week, maybe a week and a half. It depends on how fast I can get to all the locations that I want to get to. And yeah, see when I feel comfortable. Yeah, we got to kick the mud off our shoes. It's caked on right now. Talk to you soon. All right, guys, here we are in Lightroom. Now, let me start off by saying you can see settings up here of each of the photos, but we were definitely moving the settings around because, as Raymond said before when we were talking, he was really experimenting with the camera and seeing how it works. So these settings are going to be different and not necessarily the same settings that, you know, either of us would suggest using on a regular basis. Anyway, okay. Now with all of these photos, I was actually pretty tempted not to edit them at all, actually, and just to post them as is because they were pretty. You know, just with the rain and the coloring and everything, it all looked really pretty. However, I did decide to go in and do a couple things anyway, just to make them pop just a little bit more. So what I did is I increased the vibrance in, I believe, every single one of them. However, there were a couple of them. It was so cool how you could see the rain here, by the way. However, in some of them, I did have to bring shadows up. Not very many of them, but for example, this one, I was more shadowed than I wanted to be. But pretty much that was it. I also increased the contrast in a few of them because of the way the light was coming in. It was pretty washed out. I actually like that look a lot of times. Like, for example, this one, I kind of left the kind of washed out. There's a little bit of flare coming through. You can see down here and up here. The coloring looks a little bit
off, but I kind of like it. So I decided to keep it that way, though I did increase the contrast a little bit by bringing down the blacks. But moving on through, the camera performed admirably. The photos look great, even when we get back to some of these where you can see ISO 2500. Oh, I can't believe I'm about to zoom into my face with you guys, but here we are. You can see, you know, very, very little, you know, objectionable noise, if any at all. It just looked really good throughout the shoot. Let's get back here to a couple that were that I did a little more on. Like I did have to bring the shadows up quite a bit on this one. And let's see, ISO 2000 for this one, but looks really good. So I had goosebumps. Great. But all in all, everything looks great. You guys take a look at the photos, see what you think. And if you have any questions about settings or anything else, let me know.